Come on in. Oh, you actually got to look at this one. Come on in. Hey, y'all.
Hi, everybody. What's up, y'all on Instagram? Hello on Facebook. What's going on?
What's going on, y'all? Don't worry about the same thing, y'all.
Come on in. Come on in.
Come on in.
It's all the criticism.
It's better at the second half.
All right, y'all. In 30 seconds, we gonna roll. Y'all already know how I go. Happy Sunday. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all Sunday.
What's up, D? Hey, D.
Hey, D, thank you for tuning in. Come on in. Let's go. Hello, hello. All right, let's get started.
All right, it's your girl, Ash K.
I'm Miss McGraw,
And I am Jazzy J.
and we are Common Ground.
Where our mission states it's okay to have a difference of opinion.
As long as you also respect.
And understand the opinion that is not your own.
All right, we just want to say welcome to the audience, Instagram, Facebook. Welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, now.
Now we have some guests here today, and I got some gifts for you guys.
Hey, you're still on this show.
All right, who wants you, as she presented these gifts, introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are.
Go ahead.
And the boy Billy Bino, aka Born to the Folk Camp,
All right, we got Billy Bino in the building, and
It's real on earth, the local multi-hyphenate, creative, whatever you want to call it.
I like that. That's
all right. Welcome.
gentlemen.
We thank you guys for coming. As a little token from the ladies of Common Ground, we love to drink. Make sure y'all fix a drink and drink with us. All right?
Another drink?
On the Sunday.
I brought the right guest.
On the Sunday. On the Sunday.
Be the ball man. You heard me be the ball man.
Right.
Shout out to our guest that's also here with
Hello,
us
hello,
today, y'all.
hello.
We have our guests in the background, audience. Yes.
The other half of OG Perspective. Right, let me get your name. What's your name?
Right.
Brandon.
Be the ball man.
Be the ball man. We got my girl Book over here in the corner. Okay, thank everybody for tuning in. All right, let's jump in. Let's talk about the icebreaker.
All right, y'all. So y'all know we always start our show with the icebreaker, with our game for our show. Today, icebreaker is this or that. This or that.
All right, you can only choose one. We're gonna throw some things out there. This or that. You tell us which one you prefer. It's better. You don't even know what they're going to All right, remember you said that, y'all. You said that. So we're going to say that. All right. All right, so kick us off.
All right. Y'all ready?
It's on Ash.
All right. Martin or Fresh Prince?
Martin. Hands down.
No, you said that. Fresh Prince.
It's all that high.
So you want, we should have done the A and the B, yeah?
Right. All right, Saints or Pelicans?
I'm a bunch. I get people both up.
You got to pick one.
Pels. You got to say the same thing.
Same. All right. So, body or beauty?
Somebody be you.
No, not from that. Thank you.
Got some bad good vibes.
What? Either or. This or that. Body or beauty?
I'm going to do.
Beauty?
As long as you're not built like a penguin.
No.
So you going with body?
No, it's a beautiful penguin.
I mean, maybe she can get to the gym. If she can go to the gym, then I mean,
No, you gotta pick one. Ain't
I'm
no.
going with beauty,
All right,
bro.
beauty.
I'm going to do it.
Beauty. All right. All right.
I mean, I can make a body if you trying to do it.
All right, y'all. Respect or power?
respect brings power.
Yeah, respect. I'm good with respect.
I think everybody did that.
Respect. Make sure y'all drop what y'all think. This or that in the comments. Let us know what you think. This or that.
All right, I got another one for him. I need an L here. I ain't enough one this one. Or clean.
I'm cooking.
He said, I'm good.
All right. Soulmate or purpose partner?
This or that.
You rather a soulmate or purpose partner?
Purpose partner.
That's hard. At this point in life, when the world said I want to go with purpose.
Yeah. Audience, what y'all say?
What y'all
Y'all
say?
say on that one.
Soulmate or purpose partner? Which one you going with? Soulmate or purpose partner? Go ahead. Next one.
It's okay.
Go ahead. You right?
I got another question I just thought about.
Okay, thought about something. What you thought about?
While we talking about that. Talker or listener?
Listener. Okay.
You only get to pick one.
Can't pick both.
No.
I don't want to talk that much. I listen.
Nah, but sometimes the good to talk and the good to listen, and vice versa. Like somebody don't just want you to listen, sometimes they want your input.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes they might want to just.
Shut up.
But it can be either one. Right?
So somebody just said beautiful body. Respect, respect, respect. Somebody said cleaning. Miss Elha said soulmate. Trishelle said soulmate. Thank you guys for tuning in. Wick said soulmate. L said listener. All right, I got another one. Live to be 100 or only live another 25 years but accomplishing every dream you could ever imagine.
Give me my
I'm
25.
getting my dream. I want my dream.
So 25 years, you good?
I want my dream.
All right. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, let's do the course.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Y'all got any more? I got that one. Oh, I got another one off the top of my head.
Wait, someone said they call it the topic, please.
Oh,
We didn't get to the topic yet, y'all.
we get to the top. We ran our icebreaker. We playing this or that. Which one? This or that? This or that?
Another 25.
Another 25 years? Okay. 25. Okay. 25. If I don't want it to be 100?
Everybody straight.
Everybody.
All right. So, all right. This or that? Backbone or driving force?
Driving force.
Me or them?
Them.
Oh, I need a
Them.
driving force. I need a driving force.
Them.
Backbone.
You need a backbone. Okay. And you need a driving
Yeah, I'm
force.
gonna be my own backbone. No, them or them.
So you want your partner to be the driving force?
No, I'm gonna be the driver.
Okay. Okay.
You need
What's
a
your
backbone.
So you need a backbone.
No, the opposite. You messing with me. I'm the backbone. I'm the backbone. She gonna be the driver.
So she gonna be the orchestrator?
Yeah. I'm the
Okay.
backbone.
Okay. Some people, okay.
Work.
Okay. All right, so that wraps up our icebreaker. Thank y'all for playing. Thank y'all for playing. All right, let's get off up into this topic.
Hot topic.
Hot topic. You got a good one.
Y'all ready? Because I heard them was asking for it.
And I think y'all gonna like this one today.
Woo, make sure y'all chime in. We need all input. Instagram, we need you.
I'm about to get a
Facebook, we need you. We need you. Make sure y'all tune in.
Yeah, it was asking about this topic. I think they be ready. What the hell happened is the topic for today.
Did y'all hear that off though? Facebook, Instagram. What the hell happened?
And it's in the caption on the live. I put it on the live. What the hell happened? What happened,
They got
y'all?
questions. They won't know what
Y'all wanna
happened.
know what
You know what happened too? What happened was.
Alright, so growing up, there was a certain value placed on the woman. The nurturer, the bearer of all mankind. From the beginning, God made Adam and decided that Adam needed an Eve. Alright? So often, well, the paradigm, let's start there, has drastically changed. So often we hear men refer to women with word suggestion that women ain't you know what. So our question of the evening is, why are so many men so angry with women? Why are so many men, whether it's you directly feel like this or indirectly, maybe in the barber shop, y'all heard the men talking. You might not feel this way personally, but why do so many men, why are they so angry with women? Come on, pick us up. I'm going to give y'all 30 seconds to think time while I talk to them. All right, y'all, the question of the evening is, why are so many men so angry with women? What the hell happened? What happened?
So
Like, what happened?
wrote to us only and told us y'all didn't need us. Like,
We didn't
so
need-
many words y'all said
You don't need men? Okay. Okay, why are men so angry with women? All right, y'all ready?
Because they angry with themselves. How much time we got? Because this, I mean, we could go back.
Just jump in. Just jump in.
Yeah,
Don't worry about There's gonna be some dialect. Jump in.
I think because they angry with themselves. They have other problems. So,
Men are angry with themselves.
there's something going on. The way they were raised wasn't raised with respect for the woman of the house. Or to look at her like that. Some men, they get mad just because something might happen outside the house. They might run with anger inside, or they might be insecure or something. Some men intimidated by a powerful woman. So instead of them just coming out with communication and they hold a lot of stuff in them. So holding that in can make, angry at this woman or that woman. Or they might be just because she don't know how.
Someone to disagree.
Disagree? Okay, tell us why. In the comments. Drop it in the comments. All right, what you got?
Like I said, it's a far reaching topic. For me, it don't just stem with our generation. It goes a ways back. Like honestly, for me, I can see the splinter of our like relationships and kind of like the root of like the feminist movement in like the 60s and 70s. It was like that was the first time where y'all put self over the community. It was like how can with the feminist movement, you had the feminist movement like came in like right at the end of the Black Empowerment movement. But we outwardly spoke our love and admiration for each other. I love you, sister, I love you, brother. That was a powerful thing for us. It became kind of like watered down after that because you have, as white women always do, we always find a way to like encroach on our movements and take it upon themselves. Where you have the feminist movement, where they wasn't being treated with respect from their husbands, their fathers, their relationships as well. So they kind of like tied in. They saw y'all gaining y'all independence, saw y'all gaining y'all strength, seeing y'all like delve into y'all beauty more. Y'all stopped growing your hair out like fans. Y'all started picking y'all hair out. It's like, oh no, they find a sense of work. Where's our sense of work? We treat like shit in our own families, from our own husbands. Well, we see them outwardly being accepted and being embraced. It was like, how can, well, I don't want to put it on there. Like I said, it's a far reaching topic, and I want to let somebody have a chance to talk before I reach my full mind. So anybody else want to chime in?
Okay, let's see what they say.
I can get deep. I'm not trying to go to the pulpit just yet.
So if you had to sum it up in 2 sentences, why are men so angry with women?
See, I can't even give you an answer because truthfully I can only answer from my experience.
Okay,
I
what's your
can't be every woman. My whole family is I come from a matriarch. My whole family is raised by women. For me to be mad at a woman is for me to understand half of myself. Half of my identity comes from my mother. I look just like my mother. So to be mad mad at her, be mad at seeing myself. Like if I'm mad at anything, I'm mad at us in total. It's like we let everything that we were trying to achieve fall at the wayside for like individual gain. It's like that's not what we're supposed to be having right now. Like what's the point of me achieving and you achieving individually if as a collective we going to shits?
I saw it had a good one on Instagram.
It could be because
Not the fly.
you gotta also look at it like the black household was not like it was in the 60s and 70s at all. Daddy not there, you know. Daddy was always the provider and put his foot down, you know, respect your mom, you know, respect the community, even in the neighborhood with the other elders. So I think that's a big part too. By a lot of the elders and stuff not being there, and then like this is a lot of them young men that's disrespectful to the elders. So I think like between generations, we lost passing down the morals and values of the black man and the black woman and the family as a whole.
So we might not just be angry at women, we might even be angry just in general. You know, like somebody gonna get that anger, and sadly so is y'all as a direct result of that.
Okay, so it's something, it's not specifically women, but it's just, you say we gonna get the short end of the stick pretty much.
That's
So
not pretty
it's
much. That's not like
frustration
nobody.
coming from somewhere else. Well, so many times you hear people talk about it, and they have all of these things that they say, well, women are this and women are that, and women don't do this anymore, and they don't do that anymore. So I guess my follow-up question would be, what role do you think that men play in the new generation of women that's coming behind? What role do the men play in it?
Oh, you facilitated that. It's like,
because I can ask a woman why she feel the way she feel, but what I want to know is, what role do you think men play in this new generation of women? Because we have a lot of women that are strong, a lot of women that somebody said earlier don't need a man. I don't know who referenced that. So what role? I feel like it first starts with accountability. So I can tell you as a woman why I feel like that, but I want to know as a man, what role do you feel as a man that men play in this new generation of women? That's not like grandma used to be. That's not like mama was.
You got, I'm gonna use this number, and my favorite say use this number all the time. 85% of these young generation women, it's just, I don't know, the book that they read ain't the book that how it's supposed to be, because I mean,
read the headline.
some of them lazy. You got some of them laying up in the house eating your kids snack, and he don't even want to go out to work. So, I mean, with the young generation, it's just, like I said before, when they wanted to take the black leader and head out the household, a lot of them young generation dads and men got lost. You know what I'm saying? They got brainwashed by the music, the NBA young boys and all that. I mean, you got more dudes painting their fingernails now than almost women.
All right, so somebody said, I don't think men are angry with women. They just don't understand women. Somebody said men are the new women.
I heard that statement before. Recently, too. I heard that recently.
In home.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you have to say? What role as men, what role do you believe you guys play in this new generation of women?
once again, I can't really speak on. I can't speak on men. I don't speak on me. I know how I interact with women. I feel like at a certain point, you do have to take responsibility for the woman that you do choose, because any woman that sees you as a suitor or sees you as someone that they could build a life with, they tend to act how they perceive you to want your woman to act. If that makes sense. To the point where how can I put that word if that makes sense? I'm a thinking, not a spiritual. instance, if I'm one of these high value men, as they say, right? I make a certain amount of money every year. I have the selection of women that I want, right? That's what society says right now. So if the women who see me as a potential suitor, they see I have a particular type, what's to say that they won't start to act like that type? So like you kind of like nurture the mode of women that comes in. I can't really put it into words. All I can say is we gotta do better. We gotta do better as a whole. I can't put it into words. It's a lot of talking. You will hear from every other podcast about like the issues and how they go on. It's not talking about the solutions. It's like I feel like it's irresponsible. If I come to you every day for a week and think I got a headache, I never told you I took Tylenol yet. At some point, tell me shut the fuck up. Because obviously you either want the headache or it's not getting concerned anymore. You know, like at some point, you gotta stop talking. Like we talk about this topic to highlight the issues and highlight the problems. Just like we're doing right now. And I commend y'all on that because to raise awareness is like I said, to highlight the issues, but at some point you gotta start talking about the issues and start talking about the solutions. Like we have an opportunity to fix it. We do. We sitting here as a group of men and women, logically, ain't nobody curses out yet, nobody yells at each other. We have an opportunity to talk amongst ourselves and find out what can I do to help you fix the situation. Because it's like the greater good is what we should be focused on.
Yep.
Right.
Why we started our whole common ground. The objective is always to come to common ground. It's okay to have a difference of opinion as long as you also respect the opinion that is not your own. All right, we should have some follow-up questions. Continue to chime in. Again, the question of the evening is, why are so many men so angry with women? All right, give us another follow-up question.
I think I like to leave y'all response on this. What do men want?
What?
Left alone.
What?
We ain't got enough time. We don't have enough time to answer
What
that.
do men
I
want?
mean, hey,
You wanna know?
we're gonna know. If we're gonna talk about, I have to agree with you saying. You saying you want to do solutions. You wanna, like we're not talking about the issue no more. We want solutions. Now, today's topic is really for the men. So as you have women that's on here, they're gonna know what do men want.
Top three things.
Some women like don't know.
Finance.
Elaborate.
I mean, me as a man, in order for me to, like, in order for my clock to tick and work right, my finances got to be straight. I don't have time for, like, you gonna do this. No, we need to make sure this is straight for the future of this. So finances is on my list first. And then we'll work on the happiness and, the other social stuff. So finance, nowadays, the way the world set up, it's just, I would rather my kids have a head start than like a good. So that's my focus. Finance is foundation.
All right, so what do men want?
I don't know what the rest of them want. That's what I want. I want somebody who's going to help me.
Okay, so build it. Okay.
Build this foundation for the future of the bloodline.
Gotcha. Okay.
I would live with it.
All right.
Now, we got to do one village at a time.
All right, so what do men want?
And it's a perfect answer. All men want a building partner. If men are supposed to provide the tools, at least keep the tools in line. Keep them straight, keep them sharp.
Right.
All right, we have a guest saying stability, love, and wealth. Okay. Pam, the question of the okay, so we done moved on. We got a follow-up question. What do men want? Men, if you're on the live, drop it. What do men
All right,
want?
let me see what they got over here on Instagram. Dina, that's a good question though, Dina. He said a better question is why women don't value men as much as they used to. But we're not going up. We're not
We
going
got
up right
something
now.
for the ladies.
We got something for the ladies too. We're not going
We got a
up.
part two. The women is coming to the what you call it? Come to the front of the congregation.
Right, we coming up though. We got the men up here now.
We got the
All
men.
right, my
up
boy
here.
Star says he want loyalty, spiritual and mental backing. We need a woman that's going to build you up, not tear you down. Bino also came back and said, me as a man, I want a stable woman and someone who can work together with me so we can make it and take on anything. So basically, y'all want backbone, y'all. Because it's not, I mean, finance is understandable.
Because I look at a backbone like, somebody who's leaning on or something. The man should be the muscle, the woman should lean on him.
Well, that's
You just want a woman to, okay, like, if I'm selling hot dogs, she got the goddamn ketchup.
I like that scenario.
But that could be in a sense of a backbone, though. You got the hot dogs, baby, I got your back.
Yeah.
I got your back. I'm here. The whole nine.
Right. In that sense, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it might be times where, and times come hard for everybody.
Right,
it might be one time when you might be down and I might be up. I mean, that's my definition of backbone. My backbone is have my back when I can't have my own back.
Okay, I accept that.
Yeah, that's a backbone.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Now we got each other back,
Yeah.
but sometimes one might fall down, one might be up. It's life. It's life.
All right, I have a question. Define good quality. Good and bad qualities in a woman. We're gonna go with good first. No, let's go with bad first.
Let's go bad.
Yeah, let's
go
with
with bad first. You want the bad qualities
in a
first.
woman.
Red
It could be
that's a
personal.
no for
It could
me.
be personal
Arguments.
purpose, but what's the bad qualities first? That's how it's good.
Illogical.
Say that again?
Illogical.
Illogical. Elaborate.
Not that example. If I say something, most likely I thought about it, I weighed on it, I prayed on it, and I spoke it to existence. Don't automatically, instantly tell me, oh no, what you mean is, no, I just told you what I said. I told you what I meant. Don't take exactly what I sat down and thought about for about 2 hours and instantly changed my mind because of what you thought in that one instant of me telling you how I feel. That's not illogical, but
That's a bad quality.
that's a horrible. That's a
Yeah,
horrible
I
quality.
agree with that one. Yeah, I like that.
Because like I said, I can't speak for all men, but I can speak for me.
Nah, that's a good one.
I know for a fact, before I ever bring anything to a woman, most likely I just sat with it and thought about it countless hours. Because as a man, you take it upon yourself before you bring it to anybody. So you sit there and see how it weigh on you, and it says, put your conscience, pray about it, you contemplate on it. Hey, you know what? I need somebody to bounce this on. If I bring it to you as my counterpart, I bring it to you and you instantly tell me how I feel about it. It's like, did you just hear me? Instantly.
But that goes back to talking and listening too.
Yeah.
Because are you listening to understand what I'm saying, or are you just listening to respond to what I'm saying? So,
That's like to me, that's the number one horrible part of it.
all right, what you got? Bad quality.
And besides that, bad quality would probably be mishandling the finances.
That's big though.
Like,
That's
you
big.
money, don't go to the casino. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a big
That's a big
What's
one.
the comment saying?
Girl.
On that one.
So what do y'all think is some bad qualities?
I started saying a woman that don't cook. You know they got some microwave queens nowadays.
What kind of work with that?
Somebody said bad quality, too many baby daddies.
Oh, that's a big one.
What about, you gonna say the women
Go
for
say
that?
the women, we go
You
say
should have found that out before you made it to the store.
Right. You already know how many kids and people you willing to
Oh
sell.
Lord.
A bad quality is somebody who can't think.
Okay.
Oh Jesus. Wow.
All right. So wait, what
We
we
gotta
doing?
go. They both get bad. We need a good quality.
Mishandling the finances. All right, we need a good quality. All right. While you do that, again, I'll question some good, bad qualities in women. We had mishandling of finances was a bad one. Basically, hear what I'm saying. Don't try to switch it and change it. It's not what I said. So being an active listener, like I tell my students all the time, you have to actively listen, not just to respond. So now we're on good qualities. What are some good qualities like yes, yes, yes?
The thing I love most about black women in general, their ability to adapt to the situation. Like, hell could be raining down from the sky, and somehow a black woman will make it work. I don't know how y'all do it, but like, either leave it to God or leave it to a black woman. I don't know what's going to
Leave it to God or leave it to a black
I
woman.
like that. I like
We
that.
gonna figure this. We gonna figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Got to know we gonna figure it out.
I like Pastor.
What you say?
One of his good qualities is a woman that prays for you or pray with you.
A praying woman. Yes, yes, yes,
That's
yes,
a good
yes.
one, man. That's a good one. I mean, I would have to go with loyalty as one.
Loyalty.
Just, I mean, she got to be a motivator also. Motivates me at times, you know? And be able to understand what she's doing, like, she motivation. Like, when I can't figure it out, like you just said, she got to be, this how we're going to do it. I'm like, thank you.
Motivator. Okay. Okay.
Well, that is not bad.
All right. So I got another question. This whole 50-50 shared responsibilities. What are your thoughts? Because women, I hear so many TikToks, they be like, oh, if I'm going 50-50, then you already know what comes after that. Then I can't do this. Don't expect me to do that. We are roommates. We are so 50-50 share responsibility. What's your thought?
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it if that's how it has to be at that time, but like in the end game, I feel as though the man should be at least 70% if he cannot do 100. But I mean, if y'all gotta start off with y'all 50-50, but y'all both working toward a common end, I mean, eventually you gotta be that man and start carrying more than what she does. That's how I see it.
Your thought?
See, I think we approach that debate all wrong. I feel like we need to separate what we mean by 50-50. So we talking about like financially, that's a different conversation. We talking about like the responsibilities and the energy of the relationship. I feel like it'll never be 50-50 no matter what you do. Because it's always, okay, for instance, I can cook, I can wash the dishes, I can do all that. When it comes to folding, I hate folding. It's always gonna be undone. So I might pay the bills, I might cook the dinners, I might wash the dishes, I might wash the clothes, but it might be on the sofa for a week. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like I did 70, you can do the 30 and fold them. So like, it's like in this situation, it's always gonna be that give and take. It's all about finding that situation that makes your relationship work the best. Like financially, we live in different times. Like sometimes it takes full incomes to make a household work. You know, that's both parties working. You know, so like I can't judge anybody on how they make it work financially because as long as you got a roof over your head, you're doing more than what most people could do right now. But you know what I'm saying? So like, but as far as like the responsibility and relationship, I feel like you live. First of all, you live in New Orleans. Most of our audience is in New Orleans. If you a man that can't cook, like come on, man, you can't cook red beans. Like
Don't be surprised.
I'm not being real. Like I mean,
Oh yeah.
like some of the
Well.
like some of the responsibilities, especially like. I'm 35. Some of the responsibilities that I've been given in life is like, it's just passed down by do your part. You know, not as far as like, who role this is. It's like, okay, I feel like cooking tonight. I'm gonna cook tonight. I'm gonna, like I said, I might wash the dishes, I might wash the clothes, I might do all that. Because of how I feel. Like if I see you had a hard week at work, right? Come Sunday, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. This is your one off day. Everything clean. I didn't fold the clothes too. That's how I know. This is for you, bitch. This is for you. If I fold the clothes, you know it. I thought about you while doing this.
That was a big deal. Yeah, that's a big deal. If we fold the clothes,
He said we roll it. That's a big deal.
But to sum up what I'm saying is, like, that 50-50 conversation, I feel like it's a pointless conversation because it's going to keep going back to an argument. It's not a conversation, it's going to become an argument because you're always going to be the ones who feel like, well, if he ain't doing this, I ain't doing this. So it's going to be the men that feel like, well, if I got to pay 100, you better do what? It's like, no, do what works best for your relationship. If you value your partner, you're going to do whatever you need to make sure that she's comfortable and she should do everything that she should to make you comfortable. It's like it's a partnership and a relationship. Why the fuck we worry about who do more, who do less?
I think where the disconnect comes into play is when you want the woman to cook. You want the woman to take care of the kids, make sure they're straight. You want her to make sure you straight, take care of your needs and do all this, but then she still got to work a full-time job to help pay bills. So I think that's the conversation where the 50-50 becomes kind of challenging because I can't be 50-50, like we said, and still got to carry 100% of the duties of the woman. Because even though you can cook, that's not to say that you necessarily want to take on that role of the cooker. Like, you don't want that to be your responsibility. Every night you got to make sure we eat. But as women, that's been deemed one of our roles as the woman. If the man go out, whether she's working or not, the man go out and work, I need to make sure. And even if it ain't about the man, the kids, we gotta make sure they eat. So I think the disconnect is when the woman has to work just as hard, if not sometimes harder than a man, and then still have to be obligated to do certain things when it comes to the dynamic of the relationship. Like,
basically, y'all, what she's saying is women will always feel like we have more responsibility than them. Basically. Like,
you have a question?
I just want to know why would y'all want to feel like that?
That was the true answer to that question. It just really alive on camera.
Wait, say that again? Wait, what do you mean? Why? Say that again.
I'm just asking, to expound why would y'all feel that way when from the beginning of time y'all were the nurturers of the earth, not of men. Y'all are the nurturers of the earth.
And from the beginning of time, y'all were the providers. So if the roles are changing and the lines are getting blurred,
we are being provided and
like the new generation that we're operating in, you need multiple incomes to make a household work. So if we're going to say that, then we also have to say that beginning of time when women was naturally, that's not fair to say that we still have to hold all of those hats, wear all of those hats, but still.
No, I didn't say that. I just asked, why would y'all feel that when from the beginning of time,
we were the nurturers.
Y'all were the nurturers.
Right,
now,
but if you guys
is,
were the providers. So if the dynamic has changed and
what's
we
the name of the show?
That's
what we got to come to in order for that situation to work.
So how does it work? How do you see it? How do you see it work? Okay, so you saying us as nurturers, right?
It has to be 50-50. But y'all still the nurturers. We're still the providers. But still everything that comes inside there, that has to be worked on together.
Well, that's with the partner, their relationship too. That's something that they have to work out among their household. Right. Even when dating, if you don't cook, then you can tell your partner, listen, I don't do cooking. So they can go, like, not in my quality. That's not what I want to deal with. So once again, it comes with dating. You gotta learn that in the beginning stage to know what you want and what you don't. So that makes you go in the end.
But see, that goes separation because you still have some relationships, again, what we're talking about, what each is on. They have some relationships where the woman is everything. And they have some relationships where the man and woman don't find their common ground and building their common ground and working on their common ground so where they can do things together. So it doesn't feel like a 50% chance. But one thing I'm saying is piggybacking off of Miss McGraw. When a woman, the only reason why she would feel like she had more responsibilities is mostly the responsibilities on her. Being a nurturer, being a nurturer, being, the person to provide the household, this and that, and you still want me to cater to your needs, this and that. That's.
Let me join the new generation. I'm just gonna hire somebody to come in and clean up. talking about it. So just find somebody that make a big deal for everybody. I ain't got nothing. But we're going to figure it out as a whole.
All right, let's see what these comments saying over here on Instagram. What do comments saying over there on Facebook?
We're going to figure it out.
I didn't make my way.
All right, my dude Fly Star said, I don't think people don't understand the 50-50. Like if I work all day, ain't no way I should come home. I should come home and cook. Or if you set up and help the kids do schoolwork, I should bring them to school.
That's what falls back to what she said with the kid on that house.
Yeah, right.
And then the dynamic is like what that's why I said too, back we all had these roles that we had
I
to
feel
play,
like
right?
it's African American reluctance to like break away from societal norms. It's like black people get stuck
Like
in
what
one
Bino
way of how
just
it's
said,
done. It's like there's no like everything that changed about our way of life, right? We don't use house phones no more. So like things have to change, things have to upgrade. Like to be stuck in an old way of thinking, well, you gotta do this and I gotta do this is like, first of all, we gotta do this. We have a house, we have to maintain a house. It's like I understand like okay, for instance, sometimes children is naturally falling to their mothers, going to their fathers. A child falls down, hurt their arm, the father could be right there with the bike. You know, run inside to the mom. Like I can't fault the child for seeing you as the nurturer. I was right there. So it's like, yeah, that burden might fall upon you. You might be in the shower. I don't want to deal with where your daddy at. He was outside, or where you ran inside. Because mama, like that's just how it breaks down sometimes. But situations and like the dynamic of our relationships has to be fixed and has to be fixed now. Like there's no time to keep arguing about like shit that we know is wrong. Like let's fix it.
So we need to burn the traditional, the woman cook, the man
Because
provide,
men are
the
nurturers
woman.
too. I need y'all to understand that. Y'all are just like we are. No, we bear children up, but y'all have y'all own way with kids too. You get what I'm saying? Like you said, you come up in a mom and a daddy household, and especially if daddy is showing mama love and mama showing daddy love, they don't see the bad and they see the goodness. Well, it's gonna be time, like you said, he might fall off the bike and be like, we want his mom.
Yeah.
But he might want daddy to teach him how to ride the bike. He might not want mama for that. So again, I do agree that we do have to have a whole different perspective. People need to be open-minded about it. That's the only way how it's really going to work.
Yes, please.
What Fly Star said?
All right, we got one more follow-up question, y'all. So, other than sexual, can you recall a time when a woman did something for you that made you genuinely happy?
30 seconds, same time. All right, y'all. Audience.
Oh, that's
Audience. Audience.
Oh, let's go. Damn. Look at like, you ain't never had a woman do nothing nice for you?
I didn't see that.
Damn.
I'll come back another time, man.
Oh, Lord. Jeez, my God.
Good job.
Okay then.
You think about something?
Like, I'm just like, okay.
What Fly Star said?
Type of woman. Y'all know what Fly Star say over here? What D Nut say? Cause them two been all in our Instagram as a photo.
So it says the world today is not following biblical sayings and standards of black women. Has more open doors for her these days than over the black man. So they have more, I guess, resources. I'm gonna say they have more resources.
What he's saying is if a man or woman, if a black man or black woman go for a job interview, she gonna get a job before he is because she's a black woman. And then unfortunately,
Well, more times than not, she's more qualified for that job.
probably too,
Like she's
probably
more
too.
educated. I mean, you gotta be real about it. Like black women took the ball. Like, come on now, they took the money running with it. They're more educated, they're most highly paid. Like, let's not hate on them because they did their job. We should have did our job. Like, I remember, speaking for myself, I remember in high school, I could think of all the girls in my class who had A's and B's. I could look at all the dudes that had from the D's and F's. It's like we chose to be stupid. How dumb could you be? like we can't fault them for achieving their life. We got an opportunity to as well. So like that, like right there, I can't.
So I say, I think people don't understand the 50-50. Like, if I work all day, ain't no way I should have to come home and cook. Or if you set up and help the kids do homework, I should bring them to school.
Yeah, that's my main class I see.
So I said, let's go, because I agree with what you're saying. I'm at home alone. But I can do all of it by myself.
Put this head over there. Man, shout out to Fly Skull Vision and D Nut 504. Y'all is killing the Instagram over there. Y'all is killing it, but y'all being honest. So I like it.
They got away from when a woman did some real genuine from them. I just brought it back up.
Get away, stand up.
Yeah, now I still up.
I gotta get a refill answer.
Okay, what you drinking, sir?
Wife
Barbara B.
He said his
Barbara,
wife
you want to
stuff.
fill them up, Bob?
Be a ball, man.
Be a ball?
Be a ball,
Be a ball, man.
I need a ball. He need a
So I about this one, hurry up and fill him up.
Oh, Lord. You could take that shot to the head, sir.
Take it to the head.
All right, any more follow-up questions?
Ooh,
Let's see if I can think of it.
Then I had
That's why I said, what type of women y'all dealing with, bro? Jeez.
I know y'all can
well, for the
y'all.
solution, and we need to get into it then because they have no memories up here. Either they just don't want to share. At one time, somebody wanted to do something genuinely handsome for them.
So Flyers Foundation, my friend came with me to my mom's grave. That was a big deal to me. And I can never repay off of that. And I seen a girl surprise her boyfriend with a LLC. That was dope.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that was
Both of
something
them
that,
was dope.
Both of them ones dope.
I guess they asked her, other than sexually, can you recall a time when a woman did something for you that made you genuinely happy? So, okay. Still ain't think about nothing? You asked him nothing? The answer he answered. You still ain't think about I'm coming back to you.
Shout out to Flies, though.
That's a shout out. That was a good one, bro. Especially that cemetery.
Yeah.
Since my mom passed, I haven't been there. I just can't, that's some deep stuff right there.
Very genuine.
That's the
That's a wow.
for the healing, baby.
Yeah.
Going to the graveyard.
Oh, yeah. That's sentimental for anybody. So, we really, I'm just puzzled that.
I'm still waiting.
I'm so puzzled. I mean, Bino and
Hold on, wait, you gonna say something? Hold
This
on.
is what I'm gonna say. There was a time that I was down and out. We talking about looking outside. It ain't even a FEMA trip. It's just a old broke down one bed. Had a case over my knee. Feds looking for me. I'm talking about I'm homeless, not a dollar, nothing. And somebody, this person took me in, and like, I'm here today because of that move right there.
That's genuine.
All right, what you got?
Alright, I'll do that something. What's be the name? My ex already. We were together for about, 3-4 years. We've been through some real shit. I mean, she taught me grace. Like, seeing her go through her issues, her health problems, and like how she like muscle through it, she showed me like grace in the face of like extreme measures. Like no matter what she was going through, she still found a way to get up and like smile. I was like, that to me, that like signified like strength. Like I never really see. Like I know for a fact, if I had been through that situation, I don't think I would have reacted the same way. So like that's the one thing that she showed me. That she gave me. She gave me like she showed me an example of grace.
I have one more question. So what is the biggest misconception of the black man?
They were absentee fathers. I say that because I know for a fact my father drilled in me that he was in my life because he didn't have his father. Not just that, but every single one of my male friends everyone 100%, not just father their children, but like actively involved in their children's lives every day.
All right. Biggest misconception.
I would have to say the biggest misconception.
Real loud.
The stereotype that a lot of black men get. You know, like for instance, you can see like I saw a clip on the internet, a guy driving, he had the dreadlocks and all that. If you just looked at him, yeah, he looked like a street dog or whatever. When it all was said and done, he was a business owner. He owned his house, and I'm talking about the police pulled him over in front of his house, in front of his family and everything, like really tried to stereotype him, but the other didn't know that he was somebody. So I mean,
Black men are not monsters.
so I mean, like the riffraff we get from like a lot of the outside races who see us as the bad part of the black men, knowing that in actuality all of us are not the same. All of us not thugs. All of us not total spits. All of us not doing drugs and womanizing and all that. So, you know, like when someone says all men are dogs, that's like the biggest like misconception of all men are dogs. You have some good men out here. I mean, it might not be a lot, but maybe some.
Okay, what they said on Instagram.
So someone said,
It's
or
low. It's about 5%.
so someone said, or we just can't have one woman.
That's a misconception that y'all can't just have one woman.
Yeah, who that is? Hey, that's a good one. Yeah,
That was
hey.
five.
Fly. Boy, you own it, boy.
We right here with this one. Yeah, my boy is on it, bro.
That's a
a good one,
misconception, so men
That's
can
a
have one
big
woman.
woman. That's a big one.
Men can have one woman.
Yeah, we can.
I can't.
And they want, you said,
If they want to.
how many that?
They said black men don't cheat.
We don't.
Charlamagne.
We gonna stick with
They
that.
don't cheat.
I don't know nothing that did. I don't know not one. I ain't never seen a black man cheat in my life. We gonna roll with that. We gonna roll with that.
Wait till you get the ladies to hit
But
that.
nah, that's misconception. I do understand the whole notion of black men don't love black women. Like, where the fuck that started?
Definitely not. That start down here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No, they ain't so good.
Y'all can stop saying that shit. That shit pisses me off. Black men don't love black women. Who the fuck wrote? I'm sorry, Chris. Who wrote that? Like, where did that come from?
I think they see a lot of the millionaires being the opposite sex and everything. That is
And then all they show is y'all tearing yourselves down, tearing us down. So that's probably why they come
What they
with.
show?
Yeah, that's why I said what they show.
The media
That's
against
why
you.
they come up with that conception.
The media against you.
Yeah, the camera got us all tricked, but not all of us.
A man would change his whole life for the right woman. Big thing.
That's big facts. That is big facts.
That's true.
That's five.
That's big facts. That is. That is definitely true.
I totally agree. At some point.
When they're right, that's what I was going to say, but I just left it like that. They ain't changing it into they're right for themselves.
That might have been the person who came through his life.
Yeah, I agree with y'all, but that is both.
Yeah, right.
It's both. It ain't just,
They know.
I mean, that's
And
true.
that
though.
woman came
It's all
through
about
at the
personal
right
relationship.
time.
Yep.
But it can
You
still
know, you bring
end
this
up
up and down.
on the wrong end.
On the wrong end.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, I stopped busting at one point and everything. And then she wasn't the one.
That's why, again, that for you, I think in most situations something clicks. And I don't think it's necessarily for the person. It's just you see something different and you want something different. I don't think it's necessarily, oh, because I met you now I'm going to change for you. It's just I met you and you exposed me to I can have something different. I can do something different. So I think that plays
I think this,
part.
as individuals, we all have a vision or image of how we see our lives. and like the person come around and they fit that one puzzle piece that was missing. It's like, there you go, that was it right there. So like, in order to keep this, I have to make sure that everything else is intact. So I think I'm gonna go to you found the right, when you found the right person, everything is still like it could. You have this vision of where your life is supposed to go, and when you find that one puzzle piece, everything else is clear. But then they might not fit. It'll be that. Like, it'll be that.
Shit. But that's they still didn't fit. That's because it was something that we just weren't paying attention to. Because again, you going off of that conception, that vision that you had, what this supposed to be and this person is giving to you. But 9 times out of 10, they don't show you the other part that might. I feel like this anybody maybe one day your mind even the one to period.
That's true. I mean, to feel like you have the perfect vision of anything, you should already know you're delusional. You mean, nothing perfect.
Nothing perfect.
Right. So like, obviously, either she lying or I'm lying to myself, or he lying or I'm lying to myself. So you think, cause nothing, you shouldn't want nothing to be perfect. Cause think like once you feel like it's perfect, that's when you think it's boring, and then you start looking for bullshit.
Yeah. That's a good one.
And think about it, like, I mean, I can't speak as a woman, but I'm just speaking in general. Like, if you think you like, this man perfect for me, let's check his phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too smooth.
I think
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gotta, like,
think.
once that one word perfect get added to something, it's like, oh.
Yeah, but I don't think it's necessarily the word perfect. I think it's the fact that we strive for it, even though we know we will never be it. I think just the mere just wanting things to be striving for perfection, knowing that you will never obtain it, but that doesn't mean that you get to like be anything less. Like I'm gonna keep striving for it, even though I know I will never obtain it. But I think it's just something like to strive for, not necessarily.
95%. You can achieve 95%. Why strive for 100? What? I'm just asking questions, y'all. I ain't trying to start this.
So any advice, final thoughts, any advice to men who have this chip, who have this, who say women ain't you know what?
Pray.
What advice can you give to that man?
There's a lot of things that you can do as a man to consider yourself. As a man, you really have to. Okay, I live my life by this principle. The 10 minutes before I go to sleep, that's when you're truly the most honest with yourself about what you did. You could bullshit whoever you want throughout the entire day. Those 10 minutes before you close your eyes, you have to be honest with at least yourself. Like, I did this today, this is how I felt about this. Like, if you can't find that honesty with yourself, I feel like you're a lost cause. I don't want to call nobody a lost cause. But I live my life with that principle. I'm as honest as I could be throughout my entire day as somebody who would live in those 10 minutes before they go to bed. You can ask anybody that know me, they all say Pharrell open book. Like, why would I lie to anybody that I consider to be a friend? If I consider you to be a value in my life, that means I have to give at least a portion of it to you.
So basically, some advice: be honest with yourself.
Be completely honest with yourself. Stop bullshitting
Never
yourself.
start with a woman. Be
Like,
honest
stop
with
that.
yourself.
Like, come on now. As black men, be honest with yourself. You know what you're doing, you know what you're not doing. At least be honest with yourself, because that's the only way that you can truly grow from what the hell you did yesterday. Because every day, there's the potential to grow to be better than what you were doing before.
All right, any advice? Next time you hear a man say a woman ain't shit, what you gonna tell him?
Man, sitting there and talking to him and see where he come from first. Evidently, he knows. Just by looking at his spirit. That's a broad statement. If it wasn't for a woman, a lot of us wouldn't be where we think. She got to have a certain value somewhere in your life.
Okay, once again,
Final thoughts, what they said.
once again, I don't feel women a shit man.
All right, that must be our cue.
I mean, we were like,
Don't throw you out.
All right, so again, want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you to
Thank
our
y'all.
guests.
Y'all was
Bino,
nice entertaining today.
Pharrell, thank you guys for joining the ladies of Common Ground. And as always, we don't like to say bye. So
See you later.
Don't forget to follow the page.
follow the pages, Instagram, Common Ground LLC.
Be the bar, man.
Be the bar man, all that.
Bye.